Hello, this is a video on how to use ASP.NET ListView for a web page. So, we're opening a new empty website, creating a new web form, and then in the design view, I'm going to add a list view. I'll start with getting a data source, SQL data source for SQL Server in the local host, and I'm using the pubs database, and specifically I'm using the authors table for this demonstration. I'm selecting all the columns in this authors table, and without doing anything extra, you can see that the default different configurations allow me to have a pretty nice list box rendered directly when I try to run it. So there you go, a list box with the page at the bottom. My insertion and deletions are not activated now, so I'm going to include the insert and delete statements for my SQL so that I can have those functionalities in my list box. So I basically copied the select statement because I have all the column names there, so I don't have to type it myself, and turn it into an insert statement. The only thing I need to do is to change the column names with an ampersand sign in the beginning, because that's how I'm going to get the parameters from the user input from the list box to be inserted into this insert statement. So the column names now have ampersand sign, which will be the parameters from the users when they use this web page. And then delete statement will be an SQL statement to delete a row based on the author ID. And the author ID again is a parameter coming from the user, so it will be an ampersand sign in the beginning. So when I configure this list view, you can see I can enable insert and delete and paging now. Setting it to colorful as my style, and I have the list view now. I have this extra row at the bottom now because I've enabled insertion. I can type in a new row, new ID, last name, first name, phone number, etc., city, state, zip code, and a boolean for contract. When I insert this, it will show up in the next table because I believe this table is sorted on the author ID. So here's the second row here. I can delete this with the delete button based on author ID, and it's gone. Okay, so just a final little touch up on this this view. Let's say that I want to make the last name and the first name, make them bold. So I can add a style to the cell, the TD, for the last name and first name. Let's say I change it to have a class which is strong for both the last name and first name, and then all the way at the top there I can add a style. And when I run it, you see the last name and first name styled in bold, but not in the alternating rows because there's a template for that. And the easiest way to do this is to correct this is to get rid of the alternating item template. And run it again, and that's it. Thank you for watching.